monetized TV. Welcome to 4,000 miles review of all stock Kingsong S18. Yes, you heard it right. Stock motherboard, stock motor, stock batteries, stock tire, stock tube. Everything is stock. So stay tuned. Let me tell you more about this. Okay, so this is amazing. When you buy a new wheel, you always check nuts and bolts if they are tight enough, if there has been any mistake from factory or something, and then you start riding. Especially for the suspension wheel, you always tend to check these nuts, screws, bolts before riding. I took it out of the box, just start riding. Till date, I haven't even opened this panel, this plastic panel, white panel. I haven't opened this car cover. I haven't taken this out. I haven't opened the motherboard. Stock motherboard, stock tire, stock tube, stock rim, stock batteries, stock suspension. Everything is stock. And 4,000 miles down. Oh my God. Amazing, amazing. Till that, I haven't checked these screws if they are tight or not. But 2 years down the line, 4,000 miles. Wow, Kingsong, what a quality. Absolutely no bearing noise, absolutely no any screw or scratching noise or nothing. Everything is as it was from the factory. 4,000 miles, I don't have to say anything. The number speaks for themselves. 4,000 miles is not small number. Everything perfectly working. Even these small screws. These screws, I never checked them. They're tightened by some Chinese gentleman in Chinese factory, and they're still holding up. It has been 2 years, absolutely no battery degradation or any cells dropped any voltages. It was charging at 84.5 volt before, and it is still charging at 84.5 volts, and it stays there. It never drops. Isn't it amazing? These rubber panels, all nice stock. This light cover has not gotten yellowed or dimmed. Still same 2.5 years down. This rubber cover, still stock glue. It has not been glued by me or anything. Still holding up nice. I have ridden through storms in London. In Arizona, I was caught up in a really heavy rain. No problem at all. Can you believe it? I haven't even opened this panel. The trolley handle is still flimsy, but it's still doing its job. The color has gone dimmed. Some steel coming out now. As you can see, the color is gone, but still operating, is doing its job. The button of the trolley still works. Everything is perfectly fine with the trolley. The light still works. The light sensor still works. Power button is still perfectly fine, no misfires. The charging port, oh my God. Guys, I have 1100 watt hour battery and I've done 4,000 miles. Do not compare it with your Shermans. This is 1100 watt hour battery, 4,000 miles. Means imagine how many times I must have charged and used this connector. Perfect connector, awesome connector, you can't go wrong. IBM style connector. Brake light still works, indication still works, left and right, battery percentage still shows up. Stock suspension, oh my God. I think there is absolutely no need to change the stock suspension unless you if you are a heavy rider and you want some powerful suspension. So stock suspension is awesome if you weight up until 80 kilogram. I weigh 70 and I love this suspension. It never leaks, never leaked. Only about 4 times I have checked this suspension, and that's it in the entire 2 years life. These nut bolts, factory tighten, never touch them, never even check them. These pipes, they have lost their color, same like trolley handle pipes. The steel color is coming out. That's about it. The mudguard is dirty, but it's perfectly fine. It does its job. A lot of people had complained about this mudguard bit. I have no complaints at all. It's from factory. It's still there. It never came out. The tire, this is the condition after 4,000 miles. Still have some teeth, but almost worn off. Stock tire, stock tube. This grill, suspension grill, the golden color is still there. It's not gone off. It haven't even scratched from anywhere yet. It's holding up. These suspension covers, they have come off many times, more than 2-3 times, and I've re-glued them one by one on each side. These plastic covers, they came off, yes. The Bluetooth panel still works. Bluetooth is fine. Light sensor, like I said, still performs well even in the daytime. If you go through tunnel, light kicks in. Perfectly awesome. Stock rim, stock motor, stock bearings. Oh my god, silent wheel. 4,000 miles, still no complaint. Ridden through rain, ridden through mud, ridden through storms. But I do look after my wheel. I do. I don't jump. I don't do many curves. Some light curves I go and fall from. I've done a lot of trails. Not a lot of trails, but fair amount of trails in London, here in Arizona as well. As you can see, the wheel is dirty. So this is what happens after 4,000 miles on your S18. I think what makes my S18 a little unique is not many S18, according to my dodgy ghetto research, not many S18s are out there with 4,000 miles on them. With stock motherboard, stock battery, stock motor, stock rim. Some people, they say, oh, I have 10,000, 16,000, 20,000 miles. But if you ask them, they already opened their wheels more than once or twice. They change some cables, bearings or rings, or batteries, dead batteries or board has been swapped. If you know any S18 out there which is more than 4,000 miles and a stock wheel, they never opened their wheel, not even the side panel. Let me know in the comment section how you liking your wheel, how many miles you done, and how you feeling about it. And show us what is the condition of your wheel. Seated riding. I know S18 wasn't designed for keeping in mind that seated riding would be done on the S18s. It wasn't designed for seats. But surprisingly enough, I've been riding seated riding since last few months, like 6 months, not 6 months, about 2-3 months, and this top shell, this plastic panel, is surprisingly enough really strong. Like I've gone through potholes, bumps, humps while seated riding, and this plastic panel is strong enough. It makes you wonder the quality, but the quality is okay. Like look, I'm seated riding, I go through bumps, humps, and I'm 70 kg with my gear, about 80 kg, and yeah, this top panel is strong enough, even though they did not made S18 for seated riding. Like for example, S20, it has a seat, comes from factory, so they must have installed the top panel strong enough. So if you're watching this video, in motion, if you're watching this video, Gatway, if you're watching this video, Shermanese, please imagine a wheel like Kingsong S18 with 3600 watt-hour battery. There's demand, there's need. Come on, in motion, come on, Gatways, come on, Kingsong. Introduce a wheel which have Sherman-like battery and S22-like suspension. There's nothing out there like that. Take my money. My deposit will be in on the day they announce something like that. And there's no long-range suspension wheel out there. I was pumped up about S20, but a speedy feed from UK broke my heart. They do honest reviews. They did a review the range test of S20. Speedy feed from UK did, broke my heart. I don't even care about the fire in New York. The range of S20 put me off from S20, seriously. Imagine the S18 type wheel with 3600 watt-hour battery and nice S20 style suspension.